Hello and welcome to today's WEDO Flashback. We'll be taking a look back at the last 6 months of WEDO development. Our team has worked on numerous improvements with a simple aim to save you time, make WEDO even more enjoyable to use every day, and to help you to get even more out of your meetings. My name is Sabrina and I'm your contact in customer success of WEDO. I'm responsible for onboarding, trainings, and support, and will also gladly answer your questions throughout this flashback and afterwards in support chat. Now, today we'll taking a look at the new features coded. First of all, we'll have a look at the improved interface and design, followed by numerous new features and improvements in meeting management, and a newly created section to manage your files and get more transparency of the documentation of your meetings. And last and probably most interesting also, the AI-powered audio transcription. Now, let's directly start and show you our new functions in WEDO. First of all, I'll show you the new side menu. On the left-hand side, you can see the currently existing menu showing the teams and workspaces structured below each other. They may be reduced with the small arrow in front. You can set favorites if you wish so. And whenever you click in one of these, you can select which of the tabs shall be shown as favorites by simply clicking on the plus symbol and defining your default tab. Now, we optimized this meeting and menu table and created a brand new layout. If you haven't activated yet, you can simply click on the purple button and try the new layout. As you can see, now the menu bar is slimmer. It has been reduced to only some specific icons with title, and there is now a home button visible, which collects your inbox and your tasks, but shows also the people in a shortlist with which you collaborate most or you prefer most to delegate tasks. The more you can find also a preview of the next meetings that you are participating. And pinned workspaces is another feature that is revealed with this new side menu. These workspaces pinned are visible in accordance of the use of your current workspaces, meaning if you use the executive committee the most, it's placed on top of the list. But of course, with the new side menu, you can also customize the order or the number of people that you would like to see in your home view. Now, this menu is more compact, it's slimmer. It can be reduced really to one small sidebar and helps you to really focus on what's in the center of your screen. Now let me show you how you can individualize your home section in the menu. On top, you can choose the menu options and select Customize Sidebar. I can choose whether I want to see Catherine in my delegated task list or not by simply clicking or deselecting. The pinned workspaces I can reorder if I wish so, or I can deselect the ones I don't necessarily need in my overview. As soon as you save the current view, WEDO will save it and won't change it anymore, even if later on you will use, for example, the website project workspace more than the executive one. As soon as you once customize the view, it will remain according to your needs. Now, with the new layout of the menu, we also optimized the view of meetings. So there is a new meeting table. As you can see, by clicking on the meetings tab, the meetings are now shown in a calendar preview. I have the possibility to select a filter. For me, it's interesting now to see in which meetings I will be attending. So I can see that next Friday, upcoming Friday, there will be a project update meeting, and next Tuesday is already the next executive committee. So by clicking on the meeting, I can see the details of the meeting in one single row. Before, the view was a bit extended. It's now very much smarter and slimmer. It's a bit more compact, and again allows you to really focus on what matters, the current meeting. We did also add additional tabs to this meeting section. As you can see, you now have a separate view or tab for your attendees. There is the main tab for the meeting protocol. There is a transcription tab and a files tab. Now, by dividing the meeting in different tabs, allows you to focus on the meeting, but also get more out of it. I will show you some of the meeting functionalities that we've added during the time and which are available already, and you can directly use it after watching this video. Now, as previously, you are still able to go to a previous meeting or jump to the next one. With the calendar symbol, you get to the upcoming one. Now, imagine that you are preparing the next upcoming meeting. So you either go back to the last meeting and check the protocol to inform yourself about the decisions taken and the topics that have been discussed. Or you start preparing your meeting by adding text. Maybe you want to take also over some text from the last meeting. Some of you used the function import from previous. So with this one, you can choose what type of blocks you want to take over from the last meeting. In this case, I'll take over everything for this topic because it's only about pending tasks. But what we also saw is that some users took over the complete text of the last meetings, not only tasks, but also decisions, attachments, and paragraphs. And then they just added the new text meeting by meeting. This can be okay to have in control what was decided the last meetings, but it's not really efficient and you quickly lose the overview of the specific topics. So we rather ask you to only add the text for each meeting you're preparing, and then just check the previous text of the last meeting. Now, to do so, we created in the topic options the occurrences. By opening the occurrences, you simply click on the last meeting and have a full overview of the last meetings protocol and its content. So you quickly can check whether you want to take over one of these blocks, or if you want to start from scratch for the next meeting. We highly recommend not to take over all the texts from previous meetings, to really keep your meeting minutes clean and to use all the functionalities we do provide by using the occurrences. And to do so, of course, you need to set recurrences once, either regularly or individually by calendar date, so you can switch between previous and next meeting. Now, beside this timeline navigation within the topics, there was also a feature request regarding bulk meeting export. Now imagine at the end of the year, you preparing your archive, or there is an audit, maybe a handover process, whatever, and you need to export all your meeting minutes from WEDO. Now there's a smart functionality to help you with this. Just open one of your meetings in that specific workspace, open the menu, select Share, and there you can see the export series of PDF. Now you get an overview of the meetings within this workspace. Of course, you can also deselect specific meetings. Once you've selected the wished protocols, you just simply click on Generate. WEDO will create you a complete PDF with all of the meeting minutes. As you can see, they are placed one by one in one protocol, but without attachments. Furthermore, there is also another smart feature added, visible and activatable within the elements to display. So whenever you want to export a meeting in PDF, no matter if a summary of multiple minutes or only one PDF protocol, there is the table of contents you can select. And if you do so, you can simply jump from one topic in the table of contents to the section you wish so. Let me quickly show you with that protocol of 16 June, where I activated the table of contents. And if I click now on audits, WEDO jumps directly to audits. If I do export these minutes, the table of content remains linked, so the intelligence behind can still be used as a PDF locally on my device. This shall give you more possibilities in terms of efficiency, and of course addresses also numerous feature requests that we've got in last months. It's more professional, of course, and also easier to use. Now, another feature that has been released is the enhanced document management. What you already know is that you can add your files within a workspace in the Files tab. If the Files tab is not visible to you, check the plus, and if the Files tab has been activated or not. If so, you can upload folders and files directly in the corresponding workspace, meaning all files shared in this workspace are accessible to all members of the workspace. But there's also not shared files, which come from tasks or meetings. They will be displayed in here. For example, I do have the organizational chart for all the departments as a PDF. I can also see if it's added to a meeting and if it's only visible to the meetings participants, or if it's also shared in the workspace. Now, to get a bit more out of this file management, we created labels. Whenever you open a file in shared or not shared tab, you simply click on it, you get a detail view, and you can click in the label field. There you can add a text with which a first label is created. You then may select another color, update it with text, or even delete it. But as soon as a label is saved, you can use it for all the attachments and files that you upload. In this case here, I've got the department chart. I added the label to approve because we need to decide in the next meeting over this chart. And I've got a presentation for a project which I want to share, so it's informational, and I want the participants to read this before the meeting. Now, how does this look like within the meeting? As you can remember, we created 4 new tabs. In the Files tab, you now can see all the files that are added during this meeting. We collect all the files in here, and with the labels created, you're also able to filter them. So if the list is a bit longer than just one file, of course, then you can filter the list from the labels and know exactly in only a few clicks which of these documents you need to collect and read before the meeting. On top, as an organizer of the meeting, you are now able to check the download history. By opening the options of the file and selecting download history, you can now see which of the files have been opened. So I quickly opened it to indicate that I've read it. And of course, I can also download it. What happens is that the download history has now viewed and downloaded by myself with the corresponding date and hour. So for the organizer of the meeting, it's clear who has already read and prepared and who did not. That gives you a bit more transparency And this feature provides significantly greater transparency in general, but the complete visibility into the document usage is for sure great help for all the organizers of the meeting. Now, having seen that, there is another feature left, the transcription. Now, going back to our meeting, checking the small list of items that we've got to discuss in this meeting. There's also a prepared topic for the paperless office project where I've added some text, the file, and a block to note down the decision. And now I'd like to start the transcription for the meeting to make sure that I don't miss any of the topics discussed and the decisions taken. So the AI generated audio transcription is simple. It automatically transforms a meeting recording into usable text. And to use it, there are different models available. I quickly will explain it to you. You simply go to Settings and open the organizational preferences, where you can see the transcription model. So now we decide between three models. There is the WEDO model, which is our proper and only coded, alone coded model. The data is fully stocked in Switzerland. Then there is the Infomaniac model. Also here the data is stocked in Switzerland, but there is a different characteristics in terms of cost and processing capabilities. And the third one, Gladia, is a model that data is hosted in the EU and has also a difference in terms of speed, cost, and processing capabilities. So to find out what model works best for you, I suggest you to test them. As of now, you are already able to test them. Just simply send us a message over the WeDo chat and we will activate the feature for your account so you can test it. And of course, we'll be also interested in feedback. But first, we'll have a look at it, how it works. Now, when I open again my executive committee meeting, presuming that I've already prepared a bit of my administration points, we now start the meeting and select recording. By starting the recording, WeDo recognizes my voice and sets a speaker for this voice, meaning if not only me, but also my colleague Jan will be talking during the meeting or multiple people will talk, WeDo recognizes the different voices and will split the spoken text into separate voice audio transcriptions. Now, this is a test audio transcription, which I would like to add as an additional topic at the end of our agenda. The aim is to test this recording and to show you how the audio can transcript it to text and even create tasks or decisions out of it. Now let me pause this audio recording and show you how it works. Once the audio recording has been stopped, the transcript will be created, and WEDO recognizes that only one speaker has been spoken. So I can simply select myself as a speaker, and the text will be linked to my person. As I said, the more people speaking, the more speakers are visible, so you can select each speaker for each audio. Now, here you have the possibility to edit your audio transcription if you want to do minor changes, for example. On top, you can also generate minutes with it. Once you select generate minutes, it will create you a proposal how this could look like for your meeting agenda. So I said that I would like to add an additional topic at the end of my agenda. It's about audio transcription testing. It takes over some of my spoken text, and it does also create 2 tasks that I can assign to people or to myself. If I wish so, I can take it over and create a topic, or I can also delete, of course, the generated minutes. In this case, I would like to take it over to show you how it looks like. It created me a separate topic at the end of my agenda, and of course, I can simply pull it a bit to the right to move it below ongoing projects. Now, as you can see, there is absolutely more efficiency gaining with this audio transcription. It is an AI-based feature, so meaning it will learn from the existing but also upcoming content that will be generated. And it won't replace any human being for the time being. It's a supportive tool, of course. It shall help you to be even more efficient and get out more of your meetings, but it won't replace you in person. It just gives you more time to focus on other tasks that need your attention. But as you can see, you can either use the recording or the transcription to double check the content. If you want to make sure that you have taken note of everything and defined a decision for all of the topics spoken. Or you can also use it to create text out of your audio. So we're very much looking forward to what you think about the new features of WEDO that we've just shown in this flashback. And we are convinced that they will significantly will reduce the time required to prepare your meeting minutes and also to improve your note-taking. For the time being, there are no questions asked. So please feel free to reach out to us over the Help Center, chat with us directly, book a call with us, or even request a training if needed, if you would like to fresh up your knowledge about WEDO. Over the chat, you will get in touch with the WEDO team directly, so there is no AI bot behind. They are real people. Looking forward to hearing from you and supporting you in your daily use of WEDO. Now, before coming to the end, when you click on webinar, you get directly to our new webinar channel, which is helping you to not missing any of the next webinars. For those interested in subscribing, I can also show you the following QR code. By scanning it, you will get directly to our webinar channel. Subscribe and don't miss any of the upcoming events. You will also get the replay of every event by an email, and therefore stay on track with all the latest video news. Now, thank you very much for your interest in this video flashback. I hope to see you back again soon and looking forward to exchange with you over the support or during a training. Bye bye, see you soon.